Trump vaccine plan because there was no plan. Trump left them with nothing. And the anonymous source was a lot like the anonymous sources from the Atlantic story who said Trump called veterans, what was it, losers and suckers. In other words, the anonymous source, I don't think really exists. It's like a George Glass. That's all their anonymous sources are George Glass. We are going to get to that. There's a lot to unpack there. There's a lot of Dr. Fauci in the news. But before we get to that, we got to do the poll question. Today's poll question is brought to you by the Eden Pure Gen 30 heater. Today's the last day to order the Gen 30 heater and get a free thunderstorm. I'm holding up the thunderstorm here. This is close to $100 in savings to order. Go to EdenPure.com and put in code word thunder. Jared, what is the poll question and what are the results thus far?
Who will have the hardest time moving on from Trump? Will it be Alec Baldwin, Hillary Clinton, Chelsea Handler, Don Lemon, Deborah Messing, Nancy Pelosi, Joe Scarborough, Adam Schiff, Chuck Schumer, or Brian Stelter? My advice is to go to gracecurleyshow.com to vote in this poll because I can't read those names every time. It's like Obamacare. You got to go to the poll to know what's in the poll. So.
Oh, got it. Okay. Yeah, and I think what we might do at the 2 o'clock hour is kind of open this up to people. If they have anyone that it can be someone you know. It doesn't have to be a famous person or a politician. Someone who's really going to struggle with letting go of Trump. It reminds me of an ex. I don't want to say girlfriend because that's stereotypical, but ex-girlfriend or boyfriend who has that moment where they go, I'm over him. That's it. That was their inauguration. Like they were, my life's about to get so much better. And then the days go by and they can't stop refreshing their feed and trying to like figure out what's going on with Trump. They're obsessed. They're the deranged ex. I'm going to say, despite Chuck Schumer's sound cut today, that tempts me to pick him. If you guys missed it, he had quite the Freudian slip. I'm going to say Nancy Pelosi.
Nancy Pelosi is in the lead at 33%.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. And I think Alec Baldwin is going to struggle too. I think those are all really, really Trump deranged people. And I take any of your suggestions. We'll do that in the 2 o'clock hour. But before we do, we have a lot more to get to here. I want to hold off on the CNN story to the next hour. Let's take Bruce. Go ahead, Bruce. You're next with Grace on the Grace Curley Show.